Now at 11, family, friends, and teammates remembering a former University of Washington football player killed just minutes away from home.
Because I know that he touched everybody's life there in Washington.
And in Oregon, a look at the traffic mess near Multnomah Falls as many try to get ahead of permitting season.
We come to these beautiful locations to be in nature, and here we are fighting for parking lot spots.
Plus, we're going to take a look at just some of the events held today in honor of moms everywhere.
Yeah, if you like color and peace and quiet, normally this is a place to come.
We're going to start things off by taking a live look outside as our dry streak in May continues, and we could see some more hot weather before the next chance of rain. Thanks so much for joining us here at 11. I'm John Adams, meteorologist Joe Ranieri, joining us with all those details. Hey, Joe.
Hey, it is going to be a warm start to your work week, and we go from warm to hot in just a matter of a couple of days. So let's get right to it, John. It's going to be sunny and warmer tomorrow. We saw highs in the low 70s earlier this afternoon for Mother's Day. Tomorrow morning, there will be a little bit of some cloud cover, but it melts away very quickly by late morning, early part of the afternoon. We're looking at temperatures already in the low 80s. Tomorrow's sunrise, 544 rather, sunset at 8:30. Now, we'll have this ridge in place here the next couple of days, so it's not going to be changing our forecast a whole lot, but in terms of changing, it will be bringing our temperatures more like late June, early July. And as we look into tomorrow morning, like I said, brief morning clouds, but we quickly see sunny skies from basically the end of your morning commute all day long. And then a few clouds roll in for Tuesday, bringing in a few high clouds here and there. But Tuesday is going to be a day where we could easily see daytime highs close to 90 degrees. If we're off by a little bit, we still are going to be looking at mid to the upper 80s, but it's definitely going to be warm over the next couple of days. I do have some much needed in the forecast because so far we haven't seen anything in terms of rain, and it's day 10 for May 10th, and we could be seeing some good amount of showers by the middle part of the week. I'll have more on that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Joe, that's good news. Thanks so much. Backups, congestion, and no place to park. These are issues drivers are facing at Multnomah Falls this spring as the nice weather has more people checking out the falls earlier in the year. RJ Coulter went to the falls to check it all out.
Yeah, we ourselves ran into a parking lot issue today. The lot was closed coming in from Portland, so we had to drive further east, loop around, and come back into the parking lot on the other side. And we weren't the only ones to do so. Oregon's tallest waterfall, a popular tourist destination.
Michigan. California.
But the relatively small parking lot can prove frustrating.
When we were driving past, I kept saying, you know, this is such a beautiful, clearly tourist scenic area that I would have thought they would have provided more parking and ability to view it.
Amy Rutherford, also visiting from California, says on the drive-in, the gate was closed and she was routed around.
Didn't think we were going to get to come to this, but on our way back, we were able to get into the parking lot, just barely.
It can also create confusion for the drivers coming from that way. You know, they're like switching lanes and stuff and probably don't know what to do, especially if they're from out of town.
A Multnomah Falls parking spot, a coveted piece of asphalt.
So I am guarding a spot for my friends to park so that we could hike the falls.
Some opting to take the shuttle instead. Have you seen the parking lot fill up since you've been here?
Yeah, for sure. Earlier, there was only like maybe a couple cars, like 20% of the lot now. And our bus driver did say like it gets busier throughout the day. So yeah, go early.
But be aware, Columbia Area Transit posted an alert at the beginning of the month saying, quote, due to extreme congestion and safety concerns, CAT buses may be forced to bypass the Multnomah Falls stop if the parking lot is full and traffic is backed up onto I-84. An ODOT spokesperson told KGW that the nice weather this spring has made the area particularly crowded before the summer's timed parking permits go into effect Memorial Day weekend. That, combined with the closed historic Columbia River Highway, have made for higher congestion than normal. But they expect relief when the road reopens and the permits go into effect in just a couple weeks. And the permits actually go into effect on the Friday before Memorial Day, so that's May 22nd. Back to you.
All right, thanks to our Jake Holter for that report. A former University of Washington football player is being remembered tonight for the impact he made beyond the field. 23-year-old Voi Tunuufi died Monday, just minutes from his home. Voi was a defensive lineman at UW from 2021 to 2024. Head coach Jeff Fish posted this photo on social media saying, "R.I.P. Voi. You made everyone in the program smile daily. In our 1 year together, I learned so much about family and joy from you."
Boys from Seattle, the UW, they hurt too. You know, they miss him. It's the same thing with that. That's our family over there in Seattle, the UW. But we'll never forget them.
I know that a lot of his friends like and love him because of the way he is. He put everybody before him.
Former teammates, friends, and members of the UW community now rallying around his family. A GoFundMe has been set up to help pay for funeral expenses. Happening tomorrow, one of the men involved in a Vancouver child molestation investigation is due back in court. William Schneiderwine has been in jail since Friday after he was booked on charges of conspiracy to commit child molestation and tampering with evidence. Detectives say it was Schneiderwine who introduced the two other people named in this case, Chad Hartley and Dr. Michael Wilmington, a pediatrician. Hartley was arrested and charged early last week. Wilmington died by suicide last Saturday.
The defendant was aware of his two friends having warrants done on their homes last week and then took steps to destroy his own evidence prior to VPD coming to his house yesterday.
A judge set Schneiderwine's bail at $750,000. He's back in court tomorrow because he did not yet have defense counsel on Friday. And a reminder, if you or someone you know is a survivor of sexual assault, help is available 24/7. One resource for you, the National Sexual Assault Hotline at 800-656-4673. And an update now to the Pine Mountain fire burning south of Bend in Deschutes National Forest. As of today, the fire is 70% contained. A more accurate mapping of the fire has it at nearly 2,600 acres. Today, teams are getting help in tackling fires along hard-to-access areas of the forest. This wildfire has been burning since Thursday after a planned burn grew out of control. And a traffic notice for people in Portland. The lower deck, bike and pedestrian path of the steel bridge is closed tonight. PBOT says it's because of the safety gates were damaged there. There's no reopening time estimate at this point, so stick to the alternate routes.
Every 10 square foot can kind of be its own oasis, though. Even with this many people out here, there's a lot of winding paths, beautiful plants kind of intersecting them. So every piece can be found.
And that's a moment of peace, well-deserved for mothers and mother figures in Portland. Today, Crystal Springs Rhododendron Garden held its annual Mother's Day show and sale. The group's members and the public were invited to submit their roadies for a chance to win an award. Now, this is primetime blooming season for this type of flower, so the Portland chapter of the American Rhododendron Society also hosts a flower show. Some families make this event an annual tradition.
I think that you should come. It's very nice, and they have a discount for you if you're on SNAP for those that are low income.
And happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, caregivers, fathers being mothers.
Well, if you missed today's event, the garden is open daily. General admission is $9. And here's another way to make your mom happy on Mother's Day. Take her out for a fancy meal. This brunch at El Gaucho along the Vancouver waterfront had moms filing in all morning. Staff says the chef went all out to make sure moms and their families had exactly what they wanted.
So no rules on who you bring or how you celebrate. And I think that works for most moms to just be in a nice, tranquil environment.
I think it's one of those things that it's all about just who you're with, and it's just kind of some good food, some good environment. But yeah, I think it's just kind of the new experiences of being a mother.
Need a nice hot pan. We got a little high proof rum.
And for the dessert, Bananas Foster. Restaurant staff says this was a great event to have some fun and show off the beauty of the Vancouver waterfront.